Hello, today I'll talk about a story named Yu the Great. Yu the Great, the son of Gun, in ancient Chinese legend, was the hero who harnessed the region rivers in ancient times when people suffered greatly because of the rampant flooding. Monarch Yao first assigned Gun to fight the floods. Gun spent more than 9 years building a series of dikes and dams along the riverbanks, but to no avail. Shun, the assistant of Yao, recommended Yu, Gun's son, to continue with the work. Lacking knowledge of hydrology and geography, Yu decided to investigate the current situation clearly. He made accurate measurement of the main mountains and rivers with rulers and ropes. One day, Yu came to the bank of Luo River to check on the water level. Suddenly, a giant turtle emerged and swam to the shore as if to pay homage and offer its service. Yu saw on its back many characters, numbers, and maps of the direction of the mountains and rivers, which was later referred to as Luo Shu. Yu studied it with great patience and care until he completely remembered and understood the hydrographic knowledge. In accordance with the floods, the Longmen Pass was too narrow to drain the flood water in the rainy seasons. Yellow River silted up, thus the water was not flowing freely. According to the course established, Yu led the common people to dig through several great rivers and chiseled open several mountains. Given all the small rivers in the north were introduced into the Yellow River, allowing all the floods to flow along the Yellow River to the sea. Yu complied with the observation that water always finds its own way, naturally flowing downwards and draining into the sea. Instead of directly curbing the river's flow, Yu made a system of irrigation canals which channeled some water into fields for the crops as well as spent great efforts to dredging the riverbeds. At that time, Shaoxing was worst hit by floods, and Yu the Great tamed the water in this desolate land. By digging mountains and draining water into the East China Sea, they converted the shallow swamps into plains fit for farming. Yu the Great has taken Tu Shanshi as his wife in Shaoxing. He had been married for only 4 days when he was tasked to fight for floods. As painstaking efforts and physical strength exhausted, the great course of history was finally accomplished. During the 13 years of absence taming floods, Yu passed by his home 3 times, but not once did he drop in to say hello to his wife. This story has been cited as a good example of the traditional value of the Chinese nation. Nowadays, the dedication and responsibility of these Asian people are still held high as good examples. The story of Yu the Great taming floods embodies many philosophical principles. His thought about harnessing floods shows whatever one does should proceed from reality. Obey the laws of the development of things while give full play to their initiatives. Moreover, setbacks and failures coexist in every grand project. A scientific method to tame floods by Yu had also grown from Gun's unsuccessful attempts. Water is the lifeline of the state, nation, and people, whose prosperity or otherwise is closely related with it. Floods and droughts are both disastrous in that they would result in crop failures. China has produced a great many great figures in its efforts to tame floods, which contributed to the survival and prosperity of the nation.